The first rule of Python is there are no rules. Actually, there's a lot of rules. You know how we already learned two things you can't name a variable? You can't name it true and you can't name it false. And that's because those are Python keywords. What is a Python keyword? Well, it's one of a collection of about 35 words that's specially reserved in Python that does a special function. And we're going to be learning each of those words in coming videos. So you can't use those words as variable names. So it's a good idea to learn what those words are, even if you don't know how to use them yet, just so that you don't use them as a variable name by accident. For instance, you might be making a football game and you want to have a variable called pass. And you're like, yeah, that works, but it actually doesn't work because pass is a Python keyword. So you could adapt and write pass underscore football, and that could be the name of your variable, and that's totally fine. You also can't name a variable an integer like 1 equals 5, but honestly, that's a fair rule. You can't even start a variable with a number. Like you can't have 2 size equals 4. If you want to have a 2 at the beginning, spell it out. That's TWO. The only characters you can start a variable name with are letters and underscores. And honestly, I would try to only use letters and underscores in your variable name anyway, because it just leads to a lot less confusion and potential problems. Another mind-blowing rule. You know how we could write num equals 5 plus 2? We can actually remove all the spaces and it'll work just the same. Or you could add a bunch of spaces between different items. But for the sake of good readability, let's just add one space between each item and not be weird about it.